Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to cover a few important updates about some of these different platforms that I'm in, and then I'm going to go into a little bit on how much I actually make from these passive platforms passively, right? Excluding affiliate commissions, that sort of thing. Just what I have in these different platforms. We'll take a quick look at that. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. A little bit different spin on the type of content that I put out. But yeah, we'll have some fun with it, and yeah, we'll go ahead and dive right in. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. Are going to get into any of these platforms, guys. Make sure you do your own research and due diligence, and only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Risk capital only. Very important that you do that. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So let's go ahead and dive right into it real quick. You can see here Bitcoin up above that 44K mark, which is great. You can see here 5% growth over the last 24 hours, almost 16% over the last 7 days. Um, awesome for you guys that are holding Bitcoin or are into Bitcoin. That's awesome, awesome news. Will it continue to go up and hit 50K? We'll have to wait and see. Will it hit another correction? Again, I'm here for the long haul anyways, so it really doesn't matter to me what it does. But we do have a very sizable position in Bitcoin. So, very happy to see that. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into some of these different platforms, and then I'll go into what I really want to talk about and show you a little bit about how much we make in these passive platforms. Carol, BNB side, you can see here liquidity at 428,000, just under 429,000. Price of Carol has gone down, definitely has gone down quite a bit from when it started, right? But it's coming down a little bit even from yesterday. And you can see here my daily is 2.65%. A lot of that because the liquidity bonus has dropped. Of course, the base ain't going to drop, right? That's 2% base. The liquidity bonus has dropped quite a bit. I'm not doing, you can see here, I don't have any hold bonuses. So this will fluctuate 2.65%. Of course, the amount of money we make from this does fluctuate along with not only the percentage, but the price of Carol itself. But, you can sell, you can withdraw. The base side of things, even though I've said many times before, I don't really keep, I don't really keep too much tabs on it. I do keep a loose eye on it because, again, it's from the same team. I like to see kind of what they're doing over there. My understanding is they're moving to a new contract. You can actually go and read about it inside of their Telegram. But from what I understand, they're moving to a new contract, and might have a little bit, there might be some differences there, but they're trying, right? They're trying to come back on that side of things. Again, there's nothing going on as far as I know with the BNB side of things, but obviously people freak out. They see what's going on over there. So, that does indirectly affect what's going on over here on the BNB side. But from my understanding is, protocol wise, there's really nothing going on here. I think the big mistake they made over there was they went and put their token on a DEX. They said they weren't going to do that on the BNB side. But again, when you take these platforms and you take their native token and you put it on a DEX, a lot of times, not all the time, but a vast majority of the time, it's never a good thing, right? So anyway, we've talked about that before. I'm not going to rehash it. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Real quick on Infinity Pi. Price of Infinity Pi right now is at $2.55. So again, pretty big drop off over here. Give me 1 second. So again, what's causing this, as I mentioned before, is bonus tokens are being released. People are selling off their tokens. So what they're going to do on their end, okay, because again, the powers that be, whatever you want to call it, what they're going to do is instead of releasing tokens in bulk, right, which is what they've been doing, which is causing a lot of these big sell-offs, when people qualify for their tokens to be released, it'll be released out 1% a day. Okay. Again, we'll talk about that more on another video. I think it's a great idea, right? Now you might sit there and say, well, you think it's a great idea because you already sold off all your bonus tokens. Nope, that's not true. I still have a lot of bonus tokens that haven't been released yet. And once they do get released, it'll be released to me 1% a day. Okay, so again, we'll see if that has an effect on the price of the token. Is it in effect as of right now? I'm not exactly sure. I know I heard an announcement yesterday. I don't know if it's fully effective right now, but if it isn't, it'll be fully effective shortly. Other than that, the price of Infinity token, as I've said before, doesn't really concern me too much because, again, the way this works, the mechanic behind this platform is you're getting 1% a day of your package, regardless of the price, right? If the price is going up, you're going to get less tokens. If the price is going down, you're going to get more tokens. But regardless of the price, you're going to get a fixed USD amount every single day. So again, I don't really worry about the price too much. Do I want the price to go up? Yes, because when the price is going up, we're not only making money on the 1% a day, but you're also, or in my case, 1%, or I actually have one of my miners is 1.2%. All the other ones are 1%. Depending on what kind of miner you have, you might be getting 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Now there's a 0.5%. They all pay until you hit 3.6x. But for me, I'm getting the same amount of USD every single day. So again, do I want the price to go up? Of course, because again, we'll make the price appreciation on top of that. But again, even if the price stays level or goes down, again, it's not really that big of a factor for me. But that's just me. Okay, that's just the way I look at things. Anyway, we want to check this out. I will leave a link down below. There is a big promo going on right now. I believe it's till the end of the year. We've talked about the before. Go check my Telegram for that. But yeah, we'll talk about this more on standalone video. Just want to kind of rapid fire through some of this. Centrium, they just surpassed yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. This is when they made their announcement. But their first 30 days, and they hit over $1 million in turnover, that's a huge start, guys. Most platforms don't get off to a strong start like that. Am I saying it's risk-free? No, I'm not saying that. Okay, but huge, right? It's huge. This one you can make up to 2.8% daily, depending on your deposit. So again, Centrium doing its thing. bDrip, these guys have an AMA today. You can see here the price of, I'm not even going to switch over here. The price of a bDrip is at $3.95. Yeah, this thing is it's doing its thing. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing to stabilize the price, but hopefully in the AMA, which they have today, I believe at 1 p.m. Eastern, go check my Telegram. I put the info in there. 1 p.m. Eastern, they're going to be doing an AMA. So you'll hear from the team, get all the alpha, get all the news, information, et cetera, with bDrip. All right, guys, real quick, Tron Treasury, these guys have a live Zoom today as well, 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Again, go check my Telegram. I just posted the info in there. This one is doing its thing. There's still a lot of people that are learning about this. And again, this one, for whatever reason, is being built a lot offline. Okay, there's a lot of offline marketers, traditional networkers are doing hotel meetings and office briefings and one-on-ones and coffee shop meetings. And if you're in network marketing, you guys know what that is. But a lot of offline marketers are coming on board. So this one here is doing its thing. Again, 0.8% a day. What can I say? This potentially can be a very long-term platform, and it's from a trusted team. That's a big thing for me. All right, guys, that's Tron Treasury. Of course, it's on Tron. GS Partners, just a quick update here. They do have a KYC deadline if you haven't done it already. A lot of you guys have done it already. Like for me, I did my KYC the day I got in. For you to withdraw, you need to do your KYC. But for whatever reason, some people join, they never do their KYC. If you're, a lot of times they do that because they're just kicking the tires and they're not going to get in anyway. If that's the case, you're not going to, this is not going to affect you. However, if you do want to build and you just, for whatever reason, haven't done your KYC, there is a KYC deadline, December 15th. That's when you need to get your KYC completed if you want to pursue this opportunity. Otherwise, your account is going to be temporarily suspended. So that's the information there on GSP, GS Partners. Real quick with Aladdin Bot, as I mentioned yesterday, they are right. There was a live event in Dubai, and in that live event, of course, I'm getting it from my source. They are considering lowering the daily payout because they want this to be long term, more sustainable. Withdrawals are working. For example, let me Let me show you here. I have a $5,400 deposit. I'm getting 2% on that. 2% of that is $109. If I go to the withdraw section here, I just did a withdraw yesterday for 109. I think it's 108. It was actually 108 and change, I think. And it shows up as 109. And if I do go to my wallet, right here, 109. So withdrawals are going through. And if I do the math on that 5,400 I have in here, 2% of that is $109. So I'm still getting what I'm supposed to be getting. Will that drop a little bit over the next couple of days when they implement that rule? We'll see. But so far, platform is playing, withdrawals are working, everything is working smooth with this one. So you can go ahead and check this out. All right. So real quick, just wanted to go over this right here. A lot of people have been asking me, how much, are you actually making from these platforms? I'm going to cover this again. I'm just showing you here from my deposits, right? It says here passive income from deposits. This is obviously excluding affiliate commissions, because if I include affiliate commissions, it'll throw it off quite a bit. Because again, total transparency. I want to keep it 100 with you guys. We do make, we do build teams, right, in these different platforms, and all of these platforms offer an affiliate side. You don't have to participate in them, but they all offer an affiliate side. Some of them are very MLM-y, network marketing, binary, build one side, that whole deal, right? And some of them are more affiliate based, where you have like a 1-level affiliate commission, or some of them pay out a 2-level, some of them a 3-level, 5-level. Some of them have different bonuses you can trigger. So it's very hard to factor that in, because we do have teams, and some of these platforms that have bigger teams, some of them have smaller teams. So I just wanted to show the passive income from my deposits, of course, excluding any affiliate commissions. Also, I'm not going to include any money I make from farms. I just want to show you these passive ROI platforms, even though some would consider farms, an ROI deal as well. And I get that. And I'm also not going to show the non-passive deals that I'm in, right? Like, for example, IX Global, that used to be a passive deal when I first got in. Since then, because of things that have happened, I'm not going to rehash it on this video. They've transitioned, right, from being a passive deal to now they have a more subscription-based, service-based, product line. They offer travel, et cetera, et cetera. So we still make money from that, right? Because we do have a sizable team. We're still making money from that, but it's not, I would consider, a passive deal anymore, because they're offering a whole different set of services. So I'm not going to include those as well. So again, these are just some of the platforms I talk about. I'm actually excluding some other passive platforms that I still talk about on my channel for reasons I'll go into, on another video. For the sake of time, let's just go and jump right into some of these things. Some of you guys have asked to see this. Some of you guys, can care less. I get it, but wanted to switch up the content a little bit, show you a little bit about what we're doing here. Infinity Pi, with Infinity Pi, we have several different accounts. One of them, I just purchased a $10,000 miner. The rest of them are $5,000 miner accounts. And again, this will, it's fixed, right? And I'm trying to, some of these are estimates, not for Infinity Pi, but for some of these are more estimates. Because again, it does fluctuate, right? And some of these things, it's not static, right? It's very dynamic. It's very moving. Some of these things that I'm in, for example, like bDrip, price of bDrip, if it drops, my income drops. The price of, certain tokens go up, my income goes up. So again, a lot of this is, fluctuating every single day. But, I put something here, just something for me at least, to take a look at. Some of you guys might want to see this too. So Infinity Pi, we're making about $370 a day from Infinity Pi, right? Of course, if the price goes up, or at some point turns around and starts to go back up, we'll make more than that, right? But this is just as of right now, right? Tron Treasury, we have about 30K in Tron Treasury. We're getting 0.8% a day there. It's about $240 daily from Tron Treasury. Centrium, we have a $10,000. We actually have a little bit more, but I just rounded down. $10,000 deposit, 2.8% per day, $280. Now, cool thing about Centrium, unlike some of these other ones, you do get your capital back at the end of the term. Not saying that it makes it risk-free. We've certainly been in other platforms that offer the capital back, and things happen with those platforms. I'm not going to name names, but you guys have been in this space. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it doesn't make it risk free, but again, they're off to a great start. I just mentioned they went over $1 million in turnover in their first 30 days. So again, nice daily income we're making here. Again, this is just from the passive side, not counting the affiliate side with all these platforms, right? Intel bots, we're making 1.8% a day over there, and a $10,000 deposit. So about 180 bucks. This one here is a private platform, right? So I'm not going to too much into it, but we have a $20,000. We have $20,000 deposited in that platform. That one pays out 1% a day. So 200 bucks, right? Again, we're not count. This one has a binary, so we're not going to count the binary structure, et cetera, et cetera. This is just from the package, right? bDrip. Now, again, this is one that's changing all the time because the price keeps dropping. I have $8,000 in there. 1% a day of that is 80 bucks. Now, I certainly put in way more than 8,000. I'll keep it 100 with you guys, right? I think we put in like 25 or something like that, 25K. But because the price has dropped, there's about 8K in there right now. Well, if it continues to drop, it continues to drop. Stabilizes. If it moves up, we'll change that. It is what it is. Risk capital. Easy come, easy go. We'll see what happens here. Again, if they have competent devs, then I have a confidence that it'll at some point go up. I mean, that's even the original drip, dropped in price for a long while. It took actually a while for it to pop. Right? Am I saying that that's going to happen over here? Not saying that. I don't know. Who knows? I don't have a crystal ball, but if they have a team that's innovating and solid, I'm not really concerned about it, right? I'm not concerned about any of this, by the way, because for me, whenever I put funds into a platform, I kiss it goodbye. Like to me, it's gone, right? And whatever I'm getting every single day on the passive side, is just icing, right? It's what I'm getting, right? When I put funds in a platform, if that platform goes away tomorrow, I'm okay with it. I can move on. You have to have that attitude, right? Otherwise, this space will drive you nuts, right? GS Partners, right? We're making about 6% a week in there. Now, again, I have lots of different certificates, so some are a little bit less, some of them are a little bit more. I had to estimate here, but we're making about 428 bucks a day, if my math is right, which I think it is. Aladdin bot, right? 5,000. This one I rounded down, as you just saw. I have 5,400 in there, but 5,000, right? 2% a day, 100 bucks. 101 Moneymaker, 5,000, 1% a day, 50 bucks. My DH Life. Now again, there's no set percentage, right? So again, I couldn't even factor that in. So we are making money, but I'm just going to leave it blank because again, there's no fixed percentage. Sometimes we'll make more, sometimes we'll make less, sometimes we'll make nothing, right? It's just the way it goes, right? So anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. Agros, this one here is another platform that's just doing its thing, being built by offline marketers. Have $1,000 in there. That's the one. This one here, I definitely regret. What do I regret? Is I regret not going heavier when I first saw it, which was a couple months ago, right? This one here, I definitely, wish I put in 10K because again, it's been paying out. It's been doing its thing. 4% a week is nothing to sneeze at, right? That's about 16% per month. Very solid, very competitive. So I definitely wish I had put more in there. I'm still contemplating, whether or not I should, add a little bit, but, I like to get into things when they first start and just put in a nice chunk and then just get dividends, whether it be every day or every week. This one here, I definitely regret not putting more into this. Some of you guys say, well, why didn't you put more? Do you think it's a bad platform? No, it's just for whatever reason at the time, I had other things that were, catching my attention, other platforms that were taken off. And a lot of times, the good thing about being on a lot of platforms is you're very diversified. You can see here, if one of these platforms go away, I got a whole lot of other platforms that are paying me. I don't skip a beat. I keep it moving. I don't want to say the bad thing, but what can happen is some of these platforms maybe slip through the cracks, right? And maybe you're not paying attention to it as much because you have other things and some things that are good, some are bad. Sometimes it's good because there's lots of cool things happening with other platforms that have your attention. It might be bad, right? You might have a rug pull that needs your attention, right? And you're kind of dealing with things there. I don't exactly remember what happened during the time I got in here, but I was always intending to put in more. I just never got around to it. Now, In saying that, it's a working platform. It does what it does. It pays out USDT in, USDT out. You know, I could still, add some stuff in here, right? And that's something that I'm actually still contemplating right now. Is they're just, in my eyes, I think they're just getting, even though it's been around for a couple months, they're just kind of getting going. They just did a tour of India. Next week, they're doing a tour of Mexico. So they're in major expansion mode. So anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. Affiliate advertising club. Again, there's no set amount here. We don't know when, our packs are going to cycle out. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be 3 months, could be 4 months. So it's very hard to determine. Again, this is not a daily payout thing anyway. So not even going to, add anything here, even though once my packs start to cycle out, we'll be making, 200% on them. Anyway, global aid right here, no set amount as well. Right now we're making about $90 a day, even though we can only withdraw every 3 days. Again, this is an estimate, right? I'm actually making about $2,600 a month. So I estimated that at around $90 a day. I might have to tweak the math there, but anyway, we've made more than what we put into this thing. So for me, it's just free money at this point, right? It's just BNB that comes in every single 72 hours that we can withdraw. But again, there's no set percentage there. BAM. Now again, we've already cycled out. So again, once we cycled out, we had to come back in. This one pays out 1.5% a day. ELAR. This is another token that I probably should have definitely put in way more, but again, for whatever reason, I was always meaning to come back to it and never did. Now, again, they're just starting. They're only been out for about a month and a half. So this one here, I may increase my package. Okay, this one here is a little bit more on the conservative side, 0.3% a day, but you're getting paid in ELAR tokens. ELAR tokens right now are 70 cents a token, started off at 30, right? So again, the price of the token continues to go up, but we'll talk about that on another video. Carol, this one here, again, this fluctuates. Price, the percentage I'm getting every day is going to drop, assuming the liquidity continues to drop. I don't know if it'll continue to drop. If it stabilizes and comes back up, that'll be great. As if the price of Carol, the token itself comes down, I'll make less. But so far, I'm estimating at about $300 a day is what I'm making. I was making way more, obviously, when the liquidity was over 1 million and the price of the token was at 0.026 cents or whatever it was. It's dropped quite a bit, but we're still making about $300 a day. Daisy, this one's been out for 3 years, right? Again, this one fluctuates because sometimes it'll be more, sometimes it'll be less. I just kind of put an estimate, about 0.33% per day. Again, it fluctuates, right? It's not a fixed amount. EasyBot, this one here is very conservative, right? About 2% a month. Again, this is not fixed. It'll fluctuate. Sometimes it'll be more than that, right? But I'm on the low side. I'm just saying 2% a month. Cool thing about EasyBot is, it's just the bot is trading for you. Okay. This one here, I'm not even going to talk about because they're not up. They're not back just yet. Hopefully by the end of the year, they will be. We're making a killing over here, which I'm super excited for this one to come back. But again, just from the passive side, not counting affiliate commissions, binary commissions, bonuses, blah, 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 about 23.82 a day from these different platforms. Again, this is a fluctuating list because some of these platforms may not be here tomorrow. I don't know, right? Maybe next week, next month, some of these platforms aren't going to be here, and then I'll have new platforms. So it's just a constant, it's fluid, right? It's very, very fluid. But, as of right now, as of me making this video, this is kind of what we have in some of these different platforms. Again, I'm excluding what we have in farms and that sort of thing. So, as we get ready for the next bull run, and we will have one at some point, we're seeing a little bit here, but again, I don't think we're in a full bull run yet. Next bull run, we'll see Bitcoin past the all-time high. Ethereum will probably hit an all-time high. We'll see what happens with BNB. Right now, these different platforms, we're just accumulating, building up our bags, building up the balances in our wallet. The next bull run hits, we're going to be well prepared for that. So, switched up the content. You guys might not like this. I probably won't even do this again. I might even delete this one. I don't know, right? But just wanted to switch it up a little bit, come from a different angle, and yeah, talk about these different platforms in a different way. Usually I'm showing different websites or going into my dashboard. Here we just kind of made a little list, an Excel sheet. Not a big Excel guy, but just made a little sheet just to kind of run through them really quick. Might be a new way for me to do things. Anyway, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. As always, guys, these platforms are risky, right? There's no such thing as a guaranteed platform. So do your own research, do your own due diligence, and only put in what you can afford to lose. And last but not least, I got something on Pulse that's going to be coming out in my last video I said it was going to come out this week. Most likely it'll come out next week, but it most definitely will be on Pulse. Okay, so on Pulse chain. So just a heads up on that. Not going to talk about what it is until later. So that's going to be fun. Super excited about that one. Anyway, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.